So today we're celebrating Hyatt's partnership with Make It Right to rebuild 2 houses. So we're the beneficiary of the lucky beneficiary of their grand reopening gala. And so we're here today to do some landscaping work on our playground. So Hyatt employees came out and helped us plant some trees and clean up this playground, which is used every day by kids from the Lower Ninth Ward. So we're very excited about the opportunity and the partnership. Make It Right, we're really excited to be partnered with the Hyatt. It's one of of course, it's the largest hotel here in New Orleans, and its reopening is really important both to the economy here and also just to the city, just as a sign of the city's recovery. So we think that the same is true for the Lower Ninth Ward. So it's important that this neighborhood recovers. It was one of the hardest hit, and so Make It Right's just one partner here in this neighborhood. And so with the help of partners like Hyatt, we're able to build more families and build and bring more residents from the Lower Ninth Ward home.
We're here for 2 purposes. One, to make a significant contribution to Make It Right Foundation and to donate 2 homes to 2 well-deserving families for Make It Right as part of our Hyatt Thrive program that we do worldwide. We're celebrating this entire week. But the most significant aspect of what we're doing here today is we're making a commitment to Make It Right Foundation to have our official grand opening party be the fundraiser to help build the remaining of the goal of 150 homes for Make It Right Foundation in a joint venture. We feel that our synergies of our core mission statement and our core values match hand in glove, or fit hand in glove with what Make It Right does. And we also feel that it's symbolic, Hyatt being one of the face or ground zero for after Katrina and the devastation with the levees breaking right into the middle of the Ninth Ward. We're the last 2, well, not the last 2, but 2 of the last to come back. And we said when we open, we feel that we should help bring the Ninth Ward with us as part of our community involvement.
I think it's going to impact the local community just by virtue of the fact that there's a commitment to improve the lives of the people who live here. And that's what we're all about, both in business and our community efforts to make a difference in the lives of the people we're serving each and every day.
More than just being a symbol of the recovery of the city, I think that that the partnership itself is symbolic, and that we've got 2 great organizations coming together and helping rebuild the city of New Orleans and inviting more people to come visit and help support the local economy.
We talk about the New Orleans in its totality, and if you look at it, you see New Orleans East and the Lower Ninth Ward are 2 of the last 2 places to come back. So if we can come in and we can build 50 or 60 homes, and we can get more families back to New Orleans, like the Fergusons who are here today to be the recipients of the homes, it brings in economic development, it brings in job, it brings back culture, brings people back to New Orleans, it drives the soul of New Orleans, and more importantly, it's the right thing to do.
This is actually a part of a contribution from our corporate social responsibility effort called Thrive. And this is one of many, many contributions that Hyatt is participating in all throughout the world with all of our 85,000 employees. And we believe that it's a really good idea to make a contribution in the communities that we're working in and living in, and our guests want to come in.
It's something I've been thinking about for 3 years at least, and we met a little bit over less than a year ago with Make It Right. The commitment is that the Ninth Ward, to me personally, is probably one of the most significant African American neighborhoods in the United States. People would say Harlem, but I think that the culture, the soul, the music, the arts that came out of the Ninth Ward is significant. And I said you'll be hard-pressed to find a better African-American neighborhood or neighborhood. People don't realize that 98% of the homes in the Lower Ninth Ward were owned. And you can't find that in any other so-called African-American neighborhood in the United States. And when you start thinking about the history, the pride, one of the things that struck me years ago was when everybody proclaimed New Orleans to be back, but they forgot about the Ninth Ward. So when Brad came in and said, we got to make it right, and so I kind of followed suit. So see, he had me with that, and then I've always kept an eye on it, and I thought that once we would put ourselves in a position to help and to impact, I thought that we should. Our core value values revolve around community involvement and being eco-friendly, and those are two things that are the centerpiece of what Brad and Make It Right is driving. So we're just coming along for the ride.
People from the lower Ninth Ward who lost their homes, we want them to know that there's an opportunity to come home and live in a green, safe, sustainable, affordable house with the support of Make It Right. So that's one message. So for families that were displaced across the state and across the nation, we're here rebuilding their community. So we of course want to get that message out, and also encourage people to come visit, come stay at the Hyatt, and come visit the lower Ninth Ward.
New Orleans is coming back bigger and better than ever. If you look at the Hyatt, we could have put the hotel back in its existing form for $65 million. So we were spending north of $275 million doing it bigger and better than ever. And then if you look at the Ninth Ward, so some people say that they're building spaceships in the Ninth Ward, but you look at what we're doing here, when this is done, it'll be the most environmentally friendly neighborhood in the world. So it's symbolic. And so what I like people to know is that what we're doing and what we're doing in the Ninth Ward goes hand in glove to make an impact on New Orleans, and it also impacts a lot of people's lives.
Welcome to the Make It Right playground here in the lower Ninth Ward. I'm Tom Darden. I'm the Executive Director of Make It Right, and I'm happy to be joined this morning by Deputy Mayor Cedric Grant, Chuck Floyd, Hyatt North America's Chief Operating Officer, Jake Jacobson of Area Property Partners, and Michael Smith, the General Manager of the Hyatt Regency New Orleans. I want to start today by thanking the staff of the Hyatt Regency for the great work they did renovating our landscaping this morning. These folks have been out here since 7 o'clock this morning, so I'd like to give them a round of applause. Thank you so much for your help. Really looks great. Really looks great. Now, Make It Right has been helping rebuild this neighborhood for the last 3.5 years. We've completed 75 homes and brought more than lower Ninth Ward residents home to healthy, sustainable, safe, and beautiful new houses. We've created jobs for men and women here in New Orleans, and we've been able to do all of this with support from corporate partners like Hyatt and generous individuals all over the world. Thank you for coming here today to learn more about this wonderful neighborhood and our future rebuilding for working families who lost everything during Hurricane Katrina. Now I'd like to invite Jake Jacobson up to talk about Area Property Partners' commitment to New Orleans. Jake?
Thank you, Tom. Now, most people haven't actually heard of Area Property Partners. Unlike Hyatt, we're not a household name, but we're an investor in hotels and other properties all around the country and all around the world. And this one's very special to us. Back in 2008, Chris Robertson, our partner from Poydras Properties, came to us with the idea of buying the Hyatt Regency New Orleans and reopening it. Really a dream at that time of reopening it and reopening it better than ever before. And we're realizing that dream as we speak. Now, one of the first people I met when we were buying the hotel was Michael Smith. And if you don't know Michael Smith, then you're missing out. And Michael Smith, I will say, you'd be hard-pressed to find a better friend of the city of New Orleans than Michael Smith. And he came to me and my partners in New York several months ago with a very simple premise. He said that the Hyatt Regency and the lower Ninth Ward are two of the last remaining pieces of the puzzle of the revitalization of New Orleans. And we should be partners in the rebuilding process. And it made perfect sense to us, and obviously it made perfect sense to Hyatt as well. So we couldn't be more thrilled to be participating in this way. Both the lower Ninth Ward and the Hyatt Regency are going to drive the economy here in New Orleans, creating jobs, creating housing. It's a perfect match. And it's very exciting for all of us. I want to thank Chris Robertson, our partner, for all of his hard work day in and day out, making this dream finally become a reality after many, many years at the Hyatt. And I want to thank Michael Smith for bringing to our attention at Area Property Partners that we're not the only important construction project going on in New Orleans right now. Now, Hyatt is our partner in the transaction, and they've been terrific partners. So I want to introduce Chuck Floyd, who is the COO of Hyatt North America, and he can tell you about some of the exciting stuff that's going on today. And without further ado, Chuck.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Tom, Jay, Chris, Cedric. Thank you for participating. We are thrilled to be back in New Orleans after 6 very, very long years. It's great to be able to say that we're only, 4 months away from an opening on October 19th, and we could not be more excited about it. We also couldn't be more excited about this partnership with Make It Right Foundation. Between ownership and management, we'll be donating today $300,000 to kickstart our commitment with Make It Right for 2 new houses, but that's not the end of it. As you know, come next March, next year, we're planning a gala that will raise more money that hopefully will go a long way in furthering that commitment for 150 homes. We think that it's going to be quite successful, so please put that on your calendars. And put October 19th on your calendar, because it is, like I said, it's a long road back to having the Hyatt Regency New Orleans be really the last piece of the hospitality and tourism component for New Orleans. And we're very, very proud to have it back operating again this year. So come visit. 1,200 rooms, over 200,000 square feet of meeting space. We've got a place for just about everybody. This is part of our corporate social responsibility platform that actually this week we'll have more than 85,000 associates doing projects similar to this playground that we're very happy about. So this is our contribution to a great project and a great city. And again, we're thrilled to be back in New Orleans. Thank you very much.
First of all, thank all of you for coming out and participating in this volunteer effort. We know we're part of the international community, so the fact that you're doing this and the rest of Hyatt is doing it around the world doesn't surprise me. The connection is wonderful. The connection between the Hyatt downtown and the Lower Nine and bringing them back together at the same time is apropos for our community. I mean, the connection between neighborhoods is very important and very real. And everywhere we go. The park is beautiful, and it's just going to be one additional piece in all of the things that we're doing here to revitalize the parks and playgrounds and community centers that will be coming up in the coming year here as we do our part to rebuild this community and bring it back. Make it right. And these wonderful homes is a major start, and we're going to follow it with other housing projects that'll be in our community here in the coming year. So the collective will of the community is that this place come back and that it be strong, and that the collective will is that you came and did your part, and the collective will is that as we rebuild New Orleans in neighborhood by neighborhood, we start here, we go to the next neighborhood, we build out, we will be the great city that we all believe that we are and that we can become. So thank you all again for your hard work in the work here. Make it right. And let's just keep this good work up. I look forward to October 19th in the new hotel. It's right next to my office. Chris promises me that I can come right over and have lunch. And so I look forward to it. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor Grant. And I'd like to say, especially thanks to the Hyatt, due to their generous sponsorship, we'll actually be able to take almost everything raised and put it towards building more houses. So we're looking for other corporate sponsors, and we'd love to talk to anyone who's interested in that. And most of all, I'd like to thank the people here in the Lower Ninth Ward. These are people who serve our city in many ways. Make It Right homes today, we have teachers, police officers, shopkeepers, restaurant workers, and musicians. Without them, New Orleans would not be the great city that it is, the city that millions of people all over the world come visit. So we deeply appreciate Hyatt's commitment to the people here in New Orleans, in particularly those here in the Lower Ninth Ward.
I'd like the people in the state to know that the Hyatt Regency is back into business this fall. I like the people all over the state and this community to know that we're not only here to do business, but we're here to contribute to the community. It's a community that we believe in very much, and we've really missed the presence in the last 6 years, and it's great to be back.
We're really excited about the gala, and so we can't wait for that event next year. And of course, we're looking for as many generous supporters to help us out as we can find.
It'll be open for business on October 19th, but our goal is to between October 9th, between now and March of next year, is to build 60 homes. So we need your help. Anything you can do will be impactful. We want to make it right in the lower 9th Ward.